Hi, I'm Maya, and today I'll be presenting Echoes Fading, the decline and conservation struggle of the vaquita. The vaquita, Phocina sinus, is a porpoise found only in Mexico's northern Gulf of California and is considered the most endangered cetacean. It was first described in 1958 by Norris and McFarland, and although it has typical porpoise traits, it's easily recognized by its short blunt rostrum and black eye rings and lip patches. Vaquitas are the smallest of all cetaceans, about 135 to 140 centimeters long and weighing 65 to 120 pounds, and they feed on a wide range of demersal fish, cephalopods, and crustaceans. The vaquita's entire distribution is restricted to the northernmost part of the Gulf of California and covers less than 4,000 square kilometers. Within this area, their main concentration has historically been around Rocas Consag, a central core region of about 2,235 square kilometers located near San Felipe, Baja, California, shown here by the star. Over time, the range has continued to shrink. Acoustic monitoring has shown that the vaquita is now mostly confined to an even smaller area, roughly 1,650 square kilometers inside what is known as the Vaquita Refuge. In terms of conservation status, the IUCN first listed the vaquita as vulnerable in 1986 and then changed that to critically endangered by 1996, which was only 28 years after the species was first described. Population counts reflect this rapid decline. The first systematic survey in 1997 estimated around 567 individuals, and that number dropped to 59 by 2015. By 2018, acoustic analysis indicated fewer than 19 remained. And because the surviving vaquitas are now concentrated in such a small and heavily fished area, this increases the risk that a single major bycatch event could remove a large proportion of the remaining population. Research shows that gillnet bycatch is a primary driver of the vaquita's decline. In the 1990s, gillnets killed 39 to 84 vaquitas annually, which was by far beyond what the population could sustain, given their slow reproductive rate of only 4 to 6% per year. The illegal Toatoba fishery, which resurged in 2010 due to high demand for swim bladders, worsened the decline. Shrimp trawling also adds mortality and disturbs habitat. However, nothing matches the impact of entanglement. Mexico's conservation actions for the vaquita have developed over several decades. The first major step was in 1993 when the Upper Gulf Biosphere Reserve was established, although the area didn't fully cover the vaquita's range. In 1996, CIRVA, also known as the International Committee for the Recovery of the Vaquita, was formed to coordinate research and provide science-based recovery recommendations. A big milestone came with the creation of the Vaquita Refuge in 2005, which became a no-fishing zone in 2008 to help protect the species' core habitat, shown in blue in the figure. This was surrounded by the gillnet exclusion zone, where gillnets were banned but other fishing methods were still allowed, shown in white. CIRVA later recommended an enhanced enforcement zone, focusing on the smaller area where most remaining vaquitas occur and where illegal Toatoba fishing pressure was highest, shown in red. As the population continued declining, Mexico introduced a 2-year gillnet ban in 2015 and provided $74 million in USD in compensation to local fishers to help transition away from gillnets. NGOs have also played a major role. For example, World Wildlife Fund Mexico removed over 400 abandoned ghost gillnets between 2016 and 2017. Despite all of this, CIRVA, NOAA, and WWF consistently emphasize that full elimination of gillnets across the entire range is the only effective solution for preventing extinction. All conservation efforts that have been put in place, the results so far show how serious the situation still is. Acoustic monitoring revealed a 99% decline in vaquita detections between 2011 and 2018, which shows that the population continued to fall sharply despite protections. Necropsies from recovered individuals have consistently confirmed that the cause of death is entanglement in illegal gill nets, which reinforces that bycatch remains the main driver of mortality. One of the biggest challenges is weak enforcement. Even with bans and compensation programs in place, illegal gill netting continues because enforcement capacity is limited and toa-toba trafficking remains highly profitable. And while many of the conservation plans are strong on paper, they've often been poorly implemented, meaning that key measures haven't been followed consistently enough to protect the remaining vaquitas. Altogether, these realities show that without strict enforcement and complete removal of gill nets, population recovery simply isn't possible. The most critical action moving forward is a complete ban on gill nets, supported by strong, continuous enforcement. Long-term success also depends on offering sustainable fishing alternatives, international cooperation to curb toa-toba trafficking, and stronger community involvement. With fewer than 18 vaquitas left, extinction is imminent without decisive action. But if gill nets are eliminated and enforcement is truly consistent, there is still a chance for the species to survive. Thank you for listening.